What up, guys? It's Drew from X Gaming, and yes, there is a vampire standing next to me, and you know what that means. It is June 26th, and the Dawnguard DLC for Skyrim, Xbox 360, has officially come out, and I am trying to be the very first one to bring you the video. So, I'm just going to show you here a quick few things about the Vampire Lord thing here. So, to start this, you will just download the DLC, and then from wherever you are on the map, just teleport to any major city, and it will start the quest. The guy will come up to you and talk to you. So what I'm about to show you here is it will tell you to travel to the Dawnguard fortress, and what you'll actually do is travel to a cavern right in that area that I just showed you. This area right here is where a cavern will be, where you enter. You won't actually find a fortress. You'll go into the cavern and walk to the fortress. So I'm going to fast travel here and show you. I'm probably going to get attacked because I chose to be a vampire basically just because they're badass. They're awesome looking creatures, and I'll get into that later. But I'm just going to show you here what the Dawnguard stronghold looks like, so you know if you're going the right direction. So depending on whether you want to be a vampire or not, you have to start the quest here. This is where you must start the quest to become vampire or Dawnguard. The decision to become one or the other comes later in the quest line. So here is just basically where you go in. You'll just go in these two doors here, and go into a big room where a guy will be standing with an arrow above his head. You'll talk to him, and that's where it'll be to start the questline. So now I'm going to show you where he'll tell you to go. He's going to tell you to ask or find out what is going on, what the vampires actually want, and why you want to stop them. So I'll show you that right now. This right here is actually where the vampire stronghold is, but I'll show you that later. That comes later. The part he'll ask you to go to first is this cavern here. Right here. This is the cavern he'll tell you to go to. You'll go through and find this girl that is actually following me around. I'll show you that. This girl right here is actually the daughter of the main vampire, and she's the lady that you'll save from this crypt. You'll go through this whole, basically, main cave-looking situation and get her at the end, and she'll tell you to bring her to her home, because she's been locked away in this crypt for a while. So you'll come here, and there'll be a boat here at a dock that you'll click, and it'll fast travel you to this place right here, which is the Vampire Stronghold. So I'm just going to fast travel here. This guy right here is one of the vampires that you can see in the castle. But I'll get into some things that you get with the vampire later. I'm not going to do much from the Dawnguard because I haven't really done them, but I will get more into that. I'm going to use a different account to do more of the Dawnguard side of the questline. So as you see here, this screen gets extremely bright. That's because I am a vampire now. I am a full-blown vampire lord. So the sun hurts me, actually. When you're a vampire, there's things that you go through that will weaken you and strengthen you at the same time. So as vampire, the day hurts you, but you're stronger at the night. Obviously, that's what happens with vampires. But if you feed on humans, the sun will not hurt you as much, but your vampire lords overall will get weaker. So you can decide whether you want to feed on humans and be stronger during the day and the weaker vampire overall, or you can not feed, which is what I'm doing because I just want to be an awesome vampire. I do not feed on humans, and my vampire overall gets stronger, but I get weaker during the day. Now, if I beat the quest line, I won't have to worry about that because I'm going to destroy the sun. So if you come in here, this is the main vampire stronghold. This guy right here with the arrow on his head over there is the main vampire. So I'll show you him later. But basically you're just going to come to this building after you fix his daughter, and this is where you'll choose if you want to be a vampire or not. So you'll talk to the guy and he'll say, I'll give you a gift for saving his daughter, and he'll ask you if you want to become a vampire or not. Now, if you are a companion, that is okay. He will get rid of your werewolf form. So once he does turn you into a vampire, you'll kind of go into this whole little trance kind of thing, and he'll bite you and you'll become a vampire and poof up into this room. You'll go through a loading and become into this room. At that point, he will talk to you about how to become, or what to do as a vampire. So there are some things that you get during vampire form, which is pretty cool. The vampire is basically a spellcaster at most. He is extremely strong with spells. His magicka and his stamina go down extremely slow. You'll see that later in the video. But here he'll ask you to turn into a vampire. So you just go to powers like you would if you were a werewolf. Click on the Vampire Lord. These are two other vampire spells you get, but this is to turn into a vampire. Then you just click the shout button, and there you go, you turn into a vampire lord. The transformation is basically like companions. But the difference between a werewolf and a vampire is you can decide when you want to come in and out of vampire. As of the werewolf, you cannot. You have to wait for the time to go up. So as you can see, I look pretty sick. I look extremely scary, wings and everything. As vampire, you actually can't fly. You do hover, you can't fly, and your jumping height doesn't get any different. But you do run, or actually float really fast. You start to flap your wings, and you almost hover through the ground. It's really cool. I'll show you that later. As you see here, I have a spell in either hand, but then if you hit the left analog button on your Xbox controller, you'll drop down to melee, so you can switch between spell hands and melee attacks with your left analog stick. This spell right there that I just shot, you actually hit your opponent with that, and it drains its health and gives it to you. So that's one thing, and that's how you also gain your Vampire Lord spells. So this brings up the thing here. So if you actually click the items or your B on your Xbox controller, it'll bring you, instead of to your items and all that, it'll bring you to this tree, which I'm showing you now. Basically the whole left side of the tree is your defense, is all defense perks that you can get for Vampire Lord, and the perk trees for Vampire Lord and Werewolf form are a completely different type thing from your main skill trees, so you don't have to worry about level capping. So your whole right side is offense, as I'm showing you here. It's all offense perks. Vampire Grip, I'll show you this later. It's actually a really cool thing for Vampire Lords. It's an awesome thing that you get to do. Summon Gargoyle, you just summon a big creature that helps you, but I don't really want to tell you all this. I want to let you guys get this for your own. The whole middle is basically just to improve your vampire overall, just to improve the entire Vampire Lord form that you're in. But I don't want to give us all away. I want to just give you the basics. I don't want to ruin the entire experience for you guys, but that's basically it for the whole Vampire Lord tree. So you get a bunch of spells as vampire, and the right hand always stays the red spell, which is, I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but it just drains the health of your person, and it's actually extremely powerful spell. But that stays the same. Your left hand is the only thing that you can change, which changes between different spells that you gain. This thing here is the Gargoyle. You actually summon one of those, and it melee attacks things for you. But as you see here, I'll show you in a second. I actually fly. I'll fly in a second, and I'll show you how fast you actually go. See here, this is me flying, and you move extremely fast, and as you see, my stamina is barely going down, and usually it would go down much faster in normal human form, but my stamina goes down extremely slow in vampire form, which is awesome, and you move extremely fast. So here are if you just hit the D-pad on your Xbox, it will bring up, like you would, your favorited items, but in vampire form it brings up the different spells you can switch through. But in this, it switches your shouts, and it switches your spells that you use. So actually here, one part of the quest you will have to switch back to human form after you become vampire, and I was completely confused during this part. I had no idea how to do it. But all you do is you click that D-pad, and there will be a thing called human form. So you do that, and you just click the shout button again, and it transforms you back. So that's how you transform in and out of vampire form. As you see here, I'm wearing dragon plate armor. During this whole quest line, you actually get awesome drops. I got the dragon plate armor, this Daedric bow, and actually an ebony war hammer that I got. So I recommend looting everything you see, all chests. Just try and loot everything you can see, because there's just awesome drops and you'll get pretty cool things. So, and I'm pretty low level, so if you're high, you'll actually get awesome things. So this guy right here is the main Dragon Lord. He's the one, Vampire Lord that you'll talk to. And the other quests, you'll just come into this room over here, and you'll do a quick thing where you get some blood for that thing, and it'll make your vampire stronger. So there's actually, I'm actually on, I think the third quest, so I'm going to start that right now. I'm just starting the third quest for the vampire form, because I'm just trying to become an awesome vampire and destroy this sun so I can be strong all the time. So I'll just do this real fast.
Well, your thrall awaits, and we have given him the Elder Scroll. Command him to read it.
So he's saying command it. There's actually this awesome spell that you get as vampire form. I'll show you that real fast. You have to come out into human form actually to use it, but you can't use this in vampire form. But if you come out here into human form and you go to magic and you go to powers, there's a thing called vampire's seduction. You actually shoot this on the person as a shout, and it basically makes them become your slave. You just make them do whatever you want. So as you see here, I'm just going to click and he says master. He calls me his master. He'll do anything I ask him to do. I'm not sure if this only works in quests line, or I haven't really tried it on any other characters, but I know you have to get them very weak before you use it. So I don't know if this works on normal players or only quest characters, but I would recommend, I'm probably going to go and try that later, but if you see this video you can go and try it on your own and just leave a comment and let me know what it does. So this guy's just going to read the Elder Scroll for me. Basically this entire quest line of Vampire is just trying to get a bunch of Elder Scrolls to destroy the sun so that you get stronger all the time. So
dragons return to the realm of men, darkness will mingle with light, and the night and the day will be as one. The voice fades and the words begin to shimmer and distort. But wait, there is more here. The secret of the bow's power is written
alright, dude,
elsewhere.
come on.
I think there is more to the
Your story is boring.
prophecy
Hurry up.
than other scrolls.
Trying to make a video here.
Yes, I see them now. One contains the ancient secrets of the dragons.
That's nice.
And the other speaks of the potency of ancient blood.
Wow, blood.
My
Cool.
vision darkens, and I see no more.
Thank you, your story is finally over.
Oh, you must have the other two scrolls.
So he says there must be other 2 scrolls, so I guess we have to go and find more scrolls, which I'm not really looking forward to. I already have 2 scrolls, and he's telling me I need to go get 2 more. So, I believe this entire quest line, the Dawnguard quest line, is 10 to 20 hours of gameplay. So, if you've completed Skyrim already, I mean, this is an awesome download, because you can just get more and more and more involved, which is awesome. So, if you, this is the crossbow here. I just wanted to show you this real fast, because everybody's looking forward to the crossbow, and actually it pushes your opponents backwards when you shoot them. Not far, but it does kind of push them a little bit further away from you. So if you're a Dawnguard person, that's really good to fight vampires, because they can't bite you. So I'm probably just going to finish off this video with me just turning back into a boss vampire, because I'm obsessed with them right now. I just use it all the time. And real fast before I finish the video, I'm just going to go outside and see if I can show you some of these powers that I can use as a vampire form. So let's just go out here and fly up to this door and go destroy some people. So I hope you guys got enough information to be on your way for the new Dawnguard release, and it's awesome. So if you haven't played it yet, try and get it as fast as you can, because it's really cool. So I've been looking forward to play it for a while, so it's a really cool thing you should try and get. It really makes the game a lot more fun. So as you see here, the sun's just hurting me because I'm a vampire, but it's okay because I still destroy things. So I'm just going to show you here. I already told you that the right hand you can't change. Oh, sorry, wrong button. The right hand you can't change, but I'm going to put on Vampire Grip, and I'm going to use that on this guy here. I just pick him up like this, and if you just let go, it just launches him. So it's a really, really fun thing. I mean, you could chuck people on top of their own roofs, or it's really just really cool you can use. So it's a really cool thing to look forward to. So basically that's it for the Vampire Lord and the Dawnguard release. So you heard it here, folks. It's an awesome pack, so I recommend getting it because I'm having loads of fun, and I'm only about an hour into the quest line, and I just got it on the day it released, and I can't wait to continue to play. So thank you very much, and that's all.